Okay, this is really interesting and scary. Um, now, uh, there are problems with housing in the West. I don't think they're as prevalent in other parts of the world, but they are really a problem. And by the West, that includes Australia, which is not really in the West, but you know, uh, but that would include Canada and United States. We have ridiculously expensive housing, and me and the better half, we were laughing at like, what? Our house is worth that much? No way. We're just like laughing at it. And I tried to explain to her, yeah, let's sell it. Walk away with some money. Where are you gonna go? It's called prisoner's dilemma. Um, there's just, what are you gonna do? And I believe that's true in Australia. And it's gotten to the point where they are going to tax people for empty rooms in their home, or at least they're thinking about it. I'm not sure if they'll actually go through with this because this is pretty pathetic. Because how do you know if it's empty? Like, you got a kid. He goes to college, uh, or she goes to college, and you might want to keep the room there in case they need to come back. Is it empty? It's your house. You paid for this. You worked for it. You took the loan for it. Um, sorry. You bought it. It's yours. And that's what I was told when I bought a house. Like, it was like, your house is yours. Like the loan lady, nice lady. She's like, this is why it's worth it to go through all this trouble, because it was a lot of trouble, and I mean a lot. And but she's like, you're gonna own it. It'll be yours, and no one can tell you what to do with it. Sort of true, at least in America. We have it better than other countries. Yeah, I would say that's true. Like 20% better or something like that. And I mean, we still have BS, but it's better. And I can't believe that Australia would, like, what, force you to have a roommate. Like, I don't know. I don't know if any of you have had a roommate before, but I have. It's hard. It's like, it's not like they're bad people, but you don't get along. There's this and that. Fighting over the bathroom, and I mean, it's hard enough just being in a couple situation. Um, you know, um, like, families have trouble with it, but it's their family. Just fighting over the bathroom and this and that, and like, they're gonna force people to take on roommates. Like, how do you know who you're gonna end up with? Like, the only way I'd have a roommate is if I, needed the help and trusted the person. It's a very personal decision. It's almost like um, getting a girlfriend or something, or somebody, because they're gonna live with you, and you have to trust them to be honest and pay their rent, you know. And I'm not saying I'd never do it, but and I have done it. Okay, it didn't work out very well. The guy ended up smashing stuff. It was in California, and he just was not mentally stable, you know. So, nice guy though, overall. Didn't do anything wrong, didn't mess with my lady, just nice guy, but he was not mentally stable, and he was breaking stuff and getting angry, and but everybody has their struggles. So, but yeah, we ended up having to leave the apartment because we couldn't afford it without him, and he was the one who needed the roommate, and that was us. So it was expensive, and but I mean, if people want to be roommates, that's awesome. if it works, you know. But I don't know, the idea of the government forcing people to be roommates, you don't know who's moving in, you know. What do you got to do? Find somebody on Craigslist or something? I mean, I don't know what site they use down there, but it this bugs me because it's easy to say when you're in the United States. It's easy to say, "Oh, that won't happen here." You know, we like to say that because we think we're all free and we're American. But what if it does? It might. And yeah, it might even be your goddamn T-Man who does it. Uh, you'd be surprised. And so, I hope the Australians reject this. Your property is your property. You bought it. You earned it. You pay for it. You took out loans for it. Um, and for the government to come in and say like, you have to rent your room out. I mean, what? Excuse me? Like, yeah, I hope Australians resist this, and I think Canada is next with this. If and then we're like next after that. That's kind of how it works. It seems like. So everybody be on guard for this. I don't like it. It really bothers me because like as much as I like wouldn't mind a roommate if I got along with somebody and needed help with rent or whatever, that might be fine. But uh this is ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I got.